everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm here to do the new moon in Sagittarius, excuse me, for the sign of Gemini, the twin, the duality. But let's take a look, a moment, just think about this new moon in Sag. Sagittarius is optimistic. Sagittarius is adventure. So at this new moon, something has to end. It's time for something to stop. And a new beginning. We're beginning a new 28-day cycle. And this is a time to plant some good seeds, or whatever's going on in your life, good, bad, and different. Using this Sagittarius energy to handle it in a optimistic, adventurous position. Start there. Start there. Try to find the good in a situation, or try to find the good while you're looking for a resolution to a situation. So, what's crowning this? The throat chakra. So we think about that throat chakra. We think about listening, how we communicate, our creativity, finding your voice, a sense of expression, getting aligned with your soul's purpose. But here you have truth. You see the way that looks with that dark and light, the dark in the background with the light, the balancing of the fire and the balancing of that emotion. What is your truth? It's like divine truth is something that's universal. But looking at this card, just looking at it, you don't want your light to be put out by the water, too much emotion. Like, are you holding on to a lot of emotional stuff? You see the scales are like, they're going back and forth. You want this to be balanced. So what is your truth? What is your truth? The word truth, when you think about it, it's a matter of perception. Because you could, just think about it. What's that game, telephone? You could start something and something could change. It's like you're at an accident. 5 people look at the accident, but they all speak their own truth because based on their perception, their peripheral view, what they see. And a lot of this is based on all the things that have accumulated in your life at this time. Are you, or have you, because, it could go either way, let this skew your vision or your truth. So pulling this is like be encouraged to connect and become aware of your truth in a particular situation. And this is a time of trust and belief in yourself, and connect with a higher, something deeper, something deep within your heart. You're being guided to listen to a truth of your soul. And now's the time to truly believe, and action should to this truth. So what is your truth, Gemini? As the saying goes, the truth will set you free. And once you share your truth, you'll definitely feel a lot lighter and more at peace. Maybe you've been holding back because you think you might hurt someone's feelings. Or, basically this is saying this is a time to open up and be honest with yourself. And if this does involve another person, be honest with them. But since this is your reading, it's about you. We're going to take it from some people just really need to be honest with themselves on maybe some of the emotions maybe that you've been holding on to, or some of the rage or the anger that you've been holding on to, because you see this is fire and water, anger and emotions. How can you balance it out and seek your truth? What is your truth? And this moon, this is like a sense of adventure and optimism, because really at this time, we've all evolved at different rates and at different speeds, and we are all a culmination of our life experiences. So what has life kind of taught you at this time that's going to help you balance all that water and that fire? Interesting enough, first card is the sun. And you know the sun is nothing but a ball of fire. That's all it is. A ball of fire. A ball of fire that you can use this Sagittarius energy, that sense of adventure, to bring some happiness to your life. And you see, there's a scale here, there's a balance, there's a ankh, the balance of the male-female energy. There's a balance of the yin and the yang. There's just balance here. This is what you want. So if anything, with this Sag moon, with Sagittarius being fire, I would say use that fire to burn past anything that has been keeping you in a state of being unhappy. What do you need to be happy, or what has been keeping you from being happy? Is there a truth about a situation? Maybe you can't accept it, and maybe it's time to just accept things for what they are and make a decision to be happy. What is your truth? The sun here wants you to be happy. The sun is the biggest ball of light there is, but it represents vitality, universal energy, success, love, serenity. I mean, at this point, I don't know where everyone is, but I would think everyone is at a point where, you know what, I just want to decide to be happy at this particular junction in my life, regardless of what's going on. I'm not going to minimize it. I'll handle it however I can, but I'm going to choose to be happy at this particular junction in my life. And what's interesting now is that we have the Temperance card. Temperance, this is bringing, you know, this is between that rainbow, that ray of light. That is all about the continuation of life after death. This means patience, reflection, the duration. Everything, nothing stops. There's storm clouds, but in spite of all these storm clouds, there's a rainbow. What do you need to find that temperance within yourself? What is your truth that maybe you just need to let out and start moving these clouds away? What is your truth, Gemini? What is blocking the sun? Because it looks like the sun is trying to peek through here, but these clouds, so what, you can use this little light here, this rainbow, and push these clouds back. Because at this point in your life, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. What is it? What is going to bring you joy? What is going to bring you happiness? And maybe, like, I'm going back to this truth, this communication with yourself. Are you speaking negatively about yourself? Oh, I can't do this because. I can't do that because. The truth is you can. Stop speaking negatively and let the sun shine. It's like you, I'll use an example. Like you see you're a guy, or you say you're a girl or a guy, you see that person, oh, they don't want me because I don't make a lot of money. You really don't know that. Everyone's at a different place, but you're going to talk negatively about yourself. It's time to stop that. What is your truth? I'm using that as an example because I believe someone needed to hear that. But it's balancing that emotion and that fire. What is your truth, Gemini? Let the sun come through. That patience, that serenity, let that come through. And this could also mean letting go at this new moon. It's time to stop that, if that's the case. It's time to start something positive, even if, because now we have the Ten of Pentacles, taking better care of yourself to have that sense of joy. That Ten of Pentacles is, the chrysalis has closed, right, onto itself, right? And a change is now vitally necessary in order to grow. The butterfly is out, so change is about. So this is about pushing you or deciding to go beyond the material world and go into different places in order to bring abundance to your life. The butterfly is out. You have been transformed. What is your truth? Is it those old tapes you want to play? Or is it that beautiful butterfly because now you're letting the sun in? That rainbow is lighting up the sky and pushing back because you have made a decision to accept what is and balance that emotion and that passion. And you've decided to transform and move with this new Sagittarius new moon into optimism, into abundance and prosperity, and take advantage of any opportunity that is being presented at this time. What seeds are you planting for new opportunities, new growth? And the message with this is aim what you have gained or earned in other directions. Also, but evaluate every decision properly. So evaluate with truth. Now, that's like making a list of the pros and the cons. What is the truth? What is your truth? That is what you need to seek. What is your truth? The truth is, whatever, you need to let the sun come in. Because at this point, you deserve some happiness in your life. You deserve some serenity and peace. You deserve to be able to move forward in other areas and expand and grow. Now, I pulled a tree card because if you don't know now, you know, as I say, I love the trees. Everything is nature. You got a tree of life. This is the date tree. And why this is a tree of life? You stranded, there's a date tree. You can survive. You can eat the dates. So the date tree is telling you enlightenment discovered through knowledge will free you from doubt. What is going to free you? The truth. What is the truth? And then at the same time, once you get that truth, accept it and move on. Move towards the sun. Regardless of what it is, use this Sag, which is fire, optimism, to move forward in a positive direction. And doing so, we have here, this is a wish granted. A wish granted, Gemini. Now, I also pulled an oracle card. And it's the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Now, people who know a Gemini is that duality. They can turn on a dime. So trust your talents in changing times. So this is also saying stay alert as change is in the air, because it's time. It's time for a change. It's time for you to come into the light, quite frankly. And you think about foxes. Foxes can live anywhere. Foxes are hunted, but they survive anyway. Anywhere. You see foxes in urban areas, or think of an urban fox. You know, they know how to hide. They know how to go about their business in the dark corners. But this offers a way of blending in. A fox knows how to blend because they survive. They're sought after for their furs and things like this. So the energy around you at a changing time like this, and although it may not always be comfortable, you're equipped with all you need to survive this shift. And Gemini is duality. Gemini, you could turn on a dime, and now, this is my own personal experiences. All the Geminis I know can talk their way out of a paper bag. So, you have the gift. You have the ability. So, call on the Spirit Fox to help you to be seen for who you are and trust your talents in order to be the best that you can in these changing times. Trust your own truth. Trust that the sun shines through. Trust that you can have the serenity that you desire or that you seek, or that peace. And trust that you can be transformed and have material abundance. And not just material, that security and that you need at this time, because you're a survivor. And trust that the fox, you'll know how to survive. You can find a date tree in an urban area because you have that mental agility and the mental ability and capacity to use your wits in surviving. So tap into this spirit and trust that things at this changing time, at this new moon, you can turn on a dime. And Gemini, let the sun shine through. So let me know what you think. Seek your truth. So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. And if you have subscribed before, resubscribe. I don't know really what's going on with YouTube. But subscribe. And feel free to leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.